So, yeah, I have 2 items on. Which means defense, yeah. Okay, this is fine then. How did I have the reduced stats? I don't know. Okay, so we get a revolver. Get out of here, infinite short sword. You were a fun gaff and then completely useless for the rest of the game. I really wish the weapons in this game were upgradable. Like, I think that actually, that alone, would make this game a lot more fun for me. If you could get different upgrades on them. See, max attack and reload, reload speed build. I'm gonna try and go for attack speed and, reload speed. Let's see, let's grab the ruby necklace. A little bit extra health. I hit the jump button. I'm going to kill myself because I am just playing terrible from the outset. Unfortunately, I'm getting like a gnarly headache here. And it's not helping me. I guess I do have the Shamshir. Let's go Shamshir. Yeah. Revolver, I think, might actually only be good on the other character. I don't think the... Yeah. Shamshir is... Because even in this character's hands... Thank you. Even in this character's hands, the revolver only does like 4 damage or something. And that's just a little bit low. Okay. So 6% reload's pretty good. There we go. That should help. A lot of attack speed. A lot of reload speed. Admittedly, it is reliant on me getting a gun worth something. But at least this character's baseline abilities should be able to offset it. Hopefully. Yeah, game change to something tactical if my Tochi's not on. I'm gonna be switching games fairly soon anyway, so... Bleh. Shotgun. Admittedly, I still think I like the blunderbuss better. But we'll see. Having a shotgun with this character's pure damage output should help. Plus, we've got reload speed for days already. And it's only gonna get faster. There's the katana, though. I don't know. We've got options. Let's throw the katana on. Because, yeah, that's a fair bit better than what I got. Because it's got range. Because, honestly, it almost feels like this game, half the time, is like a battle of range more than anything else. If you can hit the enemy before they reach you, you win. Because most enemies have shorter range than I do. Or the ones with the longer range. They're the scary ones. Or the ones with the fast movement speed to get inside your guard too quick. Let's see. Critical is better than power for this character, you think? Yes. I almost never prioritize power on the criminal silhouette. There's no point to getting it unless you've already gotten the crit buff. And so generally, I only get the power bonus on the very first floor. Then after that, I don't bother with it, period. Okay, thank you, evasion. Okay, so far this is working out fairly well. The damage on the shotgun. I think I still would prefer the blunderbuss if I could get the blunderbuss. Eee. She has way too much range. If I could get the blunderbuss, or like the AK-47, I would be happy. Gotta admit though, that reload speed does feel good. I'm not really bothering with critical reload probably as much as I should be, but I don't know if I can. So you have to try stacking evasion. I have tried stacking evasion. Unfortunately, what ended up happening was I had an evasion of like 50-60%, which wasn't bad, but it wasn't enough. And at that point, I'd rather just try and mitigate my defense loss instead. Okay, do we have anything else? Not really. I could fit another food buff on, but not much of one. Wand is still the best item for this character. Oh, hands down. There's nothing quite like the wand on this guy. Like a max power wand with like piercing or triple shot. I kept trying to shoot him, but the bullets were avoiding it. I don't know, whatever. Whoops. Probably should have tried to kill the bat as I went by. I just knew the Minotaur was scary with the stun. Let's see. Advanced pistol would actually be pretty good with this one. We'll see. What do you have for me? Bloodstone ring. Thank you. I never knew I could break that. Kind of surprised me when I found out you could break that like weird torture bench. Not that it like really matters that much. It's just like, oh hey, you can break that. It blocks my shots half the time. Throws me off. Okay, so that's not actually a way up. Sometimes it is. I actually really wish they had more obvious terminus rooms in this game. Because sometimes I will, like, start heading for an exit that I know is there normally. And it's not in this, it's not in, like, this layout, and it confuses me. It confuses and offends me. Okay. So we get a shield, we get a nothing. I keep thinking there's a way up. And then I get really surprised when there isn't one. You know what would actually be really cool is kind of an alternative to Croc? If some of the townspeople would occasionally spawn in the dungeon again, and you could visit them for more specialized, like a more specialized loadout. Like if you could find the gunsmith back in the dungeon a second time around, and purchase, you know, guns from him. I'd actually kind of like that, because that would kind of let me be like, hey, it's the gunsmith, let's go dump a bunch of money on him. Because with Croc, it kind of feels like Croc's usefulness peaked somewhere around the first 5 episodes, and then after that it's just like, well, usually I just ignore him. I say hey and then goodbye, and that's about it. I guess really, honestly, I think firmly believe that this game should have, oh, 6% reload speed. See, this time around we're getting the reload speed that we deserve. That's not very good attack speed, though. I might leave that. Critical rating might not be bad, though. And yes, I know the mini-map in the corner shows the exits in green, but I'm not looking at the mini-map because, like, I've been through all of these rooms before. I instinctively know where the exit is, except for when it's not there. Like, this room specifically. Here, let's go back to it for a second. Like, here. Oh. Ah. Yeah, here there's usually, like, an exit over here. And so, like, when I looked at the minimap and I realized there wasn't an exit up there, I just didn't even bother going up. Because, like, what's the point? It turns out there actually was a point in going up there, but, you know, that's normally a transitionary room, so when it's suddenly a terminus room, it's confusing. Not a big deal, but it, like, you know, too much procedural generation, not enough unique room tile sets. I'm still also of the firm belief that this game should probably feature, it should probably feature, to some degree, randomized weapon stats. Like, normally I'm not a proponent of that sort of thing. But I think in this one it actually would be quite nice. Having just mildly randomized stats, so like sometimes you'll run into a purple shotgun and you're like, whoa! And it changes things around. Like, it would be cool if everything had like a mildly randomized effect to it. Like, for example, different tiers of bloodstone rings, so you're like, oh, that's the like really high tier one. And so you just constantly get healing. Or whatnot. I guess that would be a lot harder to balance, but I think it would make finding certain weapons more interesting. Either that or the upgrade system that I kind of talk about a little bit. Because yeah, I still think you should be able to attribute weapons into other weapons. It'd actually be interesting if you contribute weapons into other weapons on like a temporary business. So like if I could combo a bunch of like guns into one gun to make it like have a higher reload speed or something like that. Yeah, you could upgrade weapons, but they'd reset if you die. Yeah. Okay, so that's a 4% reload speed. That's not bad. Ugh. All the buffs in this... Wait, what about max health while we're here? 16. It's not great. I might go with it. I'm curious to the upper limits you can upgrade the short sword to. You actually cannot upgrade the short sword. The short sword is pure trash. It's only there if you don't like anything else that the blacksmith or the gunsmith give you. Which is really lame. That's part of the reason why I'm like so vehement about the idea of an upgrade system. Is because like, how cool would it be if every weapon in this game was viable in some way, shape, or form? Because they aren't right now. You know, there's a very clear like hierarchy on what like melee weapons are the best. You know, things like that big axe that I got. They attack so slowly for not that much more damage. Like, I think they do about the same amount of damage as this Zweihander. And it's like, what's the point of using this thing in the end? You know, if I can get the Christmas tree, I'm gonna use the Christmas tree instead. And it kind of renders the, a lot of the other weapons obsolete. I mean, hell, look at this shotgun. It is demolishing things where I actually was running into trouble with the Dragon Axe. Admittedly, a slightly different character and stuff like that. Let's see. What if the short sword could keep the upgrades throughout the runs, unlike the other weapons? I think it would be one of those that, like, every weapon could be upgraded, but maybe the short sword is the easiest. Or, I don't know. I don't know how it would go, but, like, I think it would be cool if the, if there was some kind of permanent progression system for weapons. Like, I'm trying to think of games that had leveling weapons that, like, would level alongside you. They almost don't exist. Secret of Mana kind of has it, but it's mostly you just buy, like, upgrades to your pre-existing weapons every once in a while. Which is less exciting. I hate the dogs. I can never hit them. When they, like, get up close to you, I can't shoot down. Because the character sprite flips over, so there's actually a dead zone between where your characters can shoot. Which is very weird. When you argue that's why there's a trinket and skill system? To some degree, yeah. I mean, when I say, like, I want a weapon upgrade system, I want it to be, like, snail's pace. Like, I don't want it to be very strong, ever, so you can't just, like, overgrind your weapons. I want it to be, like, you have to go through, like, conditions or like, really grind some stuff for it. Because at this point, I've actually run out of progression systems in this game, and I haven't beaten it yet, so it's just kind of like, I want something to throw my resources at, because right now I'm just throwing it at whatever I want. I guess, actually, Dark Souls 3 is a very, very good example of weapon progression to some degree. So what's the reload speed here? 4.3%. I could go with it, but I should probably go with the max health. We're about to go up against Niflheim for realsy. Nope, we're not. I always misjudge. Maybe a weapon upgrade system that unlocks when you hit the last boss room. That could be fair. So you're saying this game needs something to grind for. It doesn't necessarily, but like the thing is you had to sort of grind for stuff originally. If you notice, I'm level 30, which is the maximum cap, which you hit really early on in this game. Like, I hit level 30 before I ever even beat the fire boss. Get the dwarven armor, I could get the hawk earring. Well, dwarf armor is better than cowhide. Let's get the hawk earring as well. It's better than the bloodstone ring for a boss fight. But when you have a roguelike that kind of evokes feelings of Rogue Legacy, for example, it's kind of weird to, like, abandon it partway through. And, you know, kind of no longer have a leveling system. And they probably did that so you couldn't overgrind, but I'm not entirely sure if, like, even if I had maximum to all three of those, or all four of those, like, stats, if that would be a guaranteed win by any measure. And so it's like if you hit Rogue Legacy, you beat 2 out of 4... Well, I guess Charon was the last boss. 2 out of 5 bosses, or 3 out of 5 bosses, and then you'd hit the level cap already, and it's just like, huh. Because it feels weird. Yeah, you can only go down 1.5 of the trees in this game. And, like, what I'd prefer is actually have, like, I don't know how many of you guys played World of Warcraft in the olden days when their skill tree system was much more, like, complex. But I feel like you should actually be able to go down every single tree to its fullest extent. But maybe you had to choose between 1 to 3 perks at various junctures. So that, you know, there is that, like, element of choice and whatnot. I love Final Fantasy X as a kid. Yeah, the custom... These dogs. I, like, try and shoot it, but they're directly below you. Because that's what they're programmed to do. They're programmed to hug you. And so if you're trying to shoot them, you just actually can't. Okay, that's good attack speed. That's kind of bad reload speed. We'll do attack speed. Let's see, we do have... Okay, good. We have some health just sitting around and stuff like that. Yeah, Final Fantasy X had a really good leveling system, in my general opinion. It was satisfying being able to go down that skill grid and, like, customize yourself to this, like, crazy nth degree. And to some degree, I wish more games allowed you to do that. Leveling path like Path of Exile. Yeah, kinda. I mean, how boss would that be as a roguelike to just have this, like, insane talent tree? And I'd even be fine with the game, like, scaling in difficulty to kind of associate with it. So that, you know, it gets harder, too, to associate with, like, what level you are. See, I love Path of Exile's leveling tree. If it didn't get garbage views on my channel, I'd probably actually go back and finish my series on it at some point. Of course, I'd have to start over, but still. Well, I'd have to start over because of the whole League system, or I could just play non-League. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe I'll get Keith to play it with me or something, so I'm not, like, just soloing it. Because I think previously, everybody wanted to help me out, and eventually I kind of lost my ability to even participate. Ow. Oh. Damn it. Yeah, I need more range. Let's keep bringing the speed loader with me. I could go with the map, honestly. I got one more run in me. I feel like the speed loader is the way to go. I was just hoping for something a little bit more. The map is fun. But, the map is really fun, but I think I need a better run or something like that. I don't know. Go map. I'm waiting on the map. The map is not actually that helpful. Yeah, I know there's a new Path of Exile League, but I'm not going to go for it. Okay, there's the Matchlock gun. Okay, this run already has its direction. Let's just hope we don't lose. Actually, I should probably grab the tower shield while we're here, just in case we find the wand. Let's see. Is there anything else I wanted to mess with? Nope. Not actually sure how the critical reload even works with this game. I really wish I could figure that one out properly. Oh well. Why did I just get like a billion notifications on my phone? It's weird. When I wake up for the day, it gives me all of my notifications. And then sometimes, like 10 hours later, it's just like, hey, you remember all those notifications when you woke up? Here they are again. I'm like, I'll pass. I'm good. Yeah, the main problem I think I have with the critical reload, I think I have to press R. Anyway, I'm actually probably going to find an alternate weapon while we get the stats up. For the Matchlock gun, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. You shoot when it hits the reload time. It's either that or you press the R button. The problem is it's so close to the end. Okay, yeah, it's definitely the R button. The lag time is crazy. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have? Not much. What do you have? Oh. Well, that's helpful. Not enough gold. Okay, so the Bloodstone ring's a little expensive. I could actually skip the Bloodstone ring here. And get the hockey ring. It's my critical chance right now. It's 20. I don't know. I mean, that makes the run. Just pure. Because we've got the little anime shield chick. You know, there's actually another chick you can get. I have no idea what is required to or what's required. I've never seen her before, so I actually have no idea what she does. But yes, we've got waifu power, sort of. Which will be helpful. Dang it. Also, the bullet variance on this game throws me off a little bit. You don't shoot directly at the cursor. Sometimes your shot is goes a little bit wild. It makes it kind of difficult to actually hit enemies. Especially with the gun this slow. Not that big of a deal, though. But yeah, I might hold on to Shield Chick for this run. I don't know. We'll see. I think it's affected by stats, so it'd be really interesting to... Yeah, we'll hold on to Shield Chick for this, after this one, because honestly, I kind of want to try, like, a heavy defense, like, just slow-mo tanker build. Let's see, please reload speed. I think I'm just gonna... Well, last question. What is the max health bonus? Not that high. It does feel like getting a little bit of reload, or not reload, a little bit of attack speed on this has actually drastically offset the, the strange, like, delay on shooting. Which is very weird. I don't know. Maybe it was just for that room. I remember right, more spawn? No, more just hanging out back here. Then more will spawn. Not quite enough. You know, actually, a bullet time use item in this game would be kind of cool. Actually, I'm kind of surprised that there are no use items for this game. You'd almost think you'd almost think there'd be some more. There's the grenade. Is the grenade the only like directly use item that you can get that goes in the accessory slot? I think it is, actually. Odd. Not a big deal. Just like thinking about it is like, huh. Because in Binding of Isaac, there's like 500 million of them, and for the most part, I actually just like totally, I totally just disregard their existence. That's the tanky could benefit from dodge. Yeah, I'm really tempted to do a run that has very high evasion, very high defense, and I don't really focus on anything else. Be fun to try, at least. Okay, so we're only on the second floor. We've got, more than enough for health and attack speed. Oh, good, and we get the inn immediately. Let's see, critical attack speed, move speed. I will gladly get both. Don't have enough. Let's go. We'll go with reload speed first. Yeah, having this shield makes me a lot braver. Oh, it's not even just braver. It just straight up just makes you that much more durable. Grenade is from the AK, not an accessory. No, there is a grenade accessory. It's super rare, but I had it last night when we were doing the Superstar run. And it was pseudifiably useless, actually. I didn't really use it that much. Because it was kind of hard to fire. Because I had a weapon I had a weapon that had a homing attack. Bomb satchel is the accessory. Don't argue with me. I had a grenade. Admittedly, it was an offhand. It wasn't an accessory, now that I think about it. But there's totally a grenade use item that you carry around. But I know it exists. I've seen it. I've used it. Like, that doesn't need arguing for. But yes, I did misclassify it as an accessory because it was an offhand. Oh, he's agreeing with me. Look, not. No, he was saying grenade was from the AK, and yes, there's a grenade from the AK. It does the exact same thing as the grenade offhand. But it always bugs me a little bit when people, you know, argue back. It's like, no, it's not, or whatever, about like something that like I very clearly like have video footage of. What was it? What was I playing? So there was like a myth. I want to say for Slay the Spire. I said like one thing to whatever. I hate this. There we go. You can't switch away from the matchlock while it's like firing or reloading. Yeah. Oh, that's why I get annoyed at the matchlock. So part of the reason why like I was super grumpy about the matchlock is because the matchlock, as soon as you fire it, you start reloading it, which means if you miss and you want to switch weapons, you can't. It is one of the only guns that immediately goes to reload as soon as you've attacked. Which is super confusing. Yeah, this is another one of those points actually where I get very confused about like dead ends, because half the time this is closed and half the time it's not. There we go. What was that? There was a game I was playing for a while that people had, like, a very long-standing myth for. I don't know. I mean, it's like people always telling me to, like, put out less videos on YouTube, and people seem to... Okay. People seem to like to argue with me that my YouTubing style is very much incorrect. And I always have to, like, argue with them or something, which makes no sense to me. It's like, I shouldn't have to argue with anybody about this. Happens anyway. Imagine if I could get piercing on this. Holy shit, that reload speed is, something. Anyway. If there was ever a run to use the minigun on, I think this is it. Okay, the extra attack speed, we've already lost the reload speed. Yeah, we'll just get the... I don't have enough gold. Shit. Back to the shop. Time to become the Arnold. Yes. Okay, any of these particularly expensive? The Mangosh. Nope, can't sell the Mangosh. Well, this will cut my power a little bit. Luckily, the boss is garbage. Still not enough. Attack speed is pricey. Guess I can actually sell the Mirror of Mummy. There we go. That's enough. Okay, so attack speed. And let's go see how fast I can melt a boss. I'm not going to be able to one-shot him, but this should be kind of fun. Unfortunately, this thing slows me down like nobody's business. The reloader seems handy for the minigun. It's really not. Like, that last inch almost isn't worth the distraction for running it. Pew. Wow, their swords didn't even get through because my defense didn't suck for once with this character. God damn it! Why? I can't dual wield these things. This stupid game. I'm not mad. I'm just invested. I'm a little mad. The shield from the girl will stop the damage. Oh yeah, she's awesome. Gotta get piercing on this. More damage. I mean, really, I just need to go pick up a bunch of items and we'll be okay. Let's see. I actually wish, instead of reload speed plus percentage, it was reload time minus percentage. That'd almost make more sense, though. That would probably get really ridiculous really fast. Gotta say, it's probably the most accurate gun in the mix, though. With maybe the exception of that one, poison shotgun that I was rolling earlier. That thing was kind of goofy. Okay, so I really hope we get the shot splitter on this run. Because tri-shot minigun would be amazing. Need more shots per second, clearly. I gotta prioritize reload speed first, though. Above all else. I hate the dogs, because the dogs get inside your, like, swing radius or shoot radius. They're actually terrifying. But yeah, tri-shot minigun would be ridiculous on this character. Okay, that's all of them. And yeah, having that shield itself is also making me just so much more confident. I'm probably just going to start carrying that around with me. All other like runs, all other accessories just aren't as useful probably. Oh, you know what? That's a good point. Okay, so we're gonna have 2 miniguns equipped. When I run out of ammo with the other one, I can switch. If you dual wield, you don't need to you don't need reload speed. You know, that is technically an accurate point. Kinda wish there was hang time on shooting. That'd be cool. I am unstoppable. Would be really nice if I could get, I might not get attack speed, though, past this point. Like, it'd be nice. Yeah. This thing has like, a minimum range issues. Luckily, I've got 2 of them. So that does kind of help. Run out of ammo on one, switch. And you can switch mid-reload, unlike the Matchlock, which does not let you. Okay. And now we need the tri-shot. Tri-shot and bullet piercing, both of which would be absurd. How hilarious would it be if you could actually get, like, individual shell reloading with the minigun? Oh, that'd be pretty. Food shop. Reload speed. Only 4%. It's only the 4th floor. Do we have anything else here? Just a little bit of health? Don't care too much. My crit chance is 12. Yeah, I'm just gonna save my food bits. Minigun power could help. So the thing is, power for this character is determined by how full his inventory is. So extra power would be nice for the minigun, you're right. But I'd just more or less have to not sell anything to achieve that. I could buy power, but considering very few weapons or accessories are, you know, just grant you crit or anything like that, I generally prefer to go for like the rarer stats instead. At least on this character. I'm curious how Tunok's gonna be with this setup. Probably a giant mess. Huh. Well, we've got the shield. I'm barely getting hit, actually, here, honestly. Okay, let's see, 5% reload speed. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep pumping that. The faster I can reload this thing, the better. I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to get my reload speed particularly low. But I might be able to. Okay, so... what did we get? We got the Uzi. An Uzi and a minigun. Huh. Crit helps as well. I do pump out bullets. You're not wrong with that. I should probably focus on crit at some point, but I want to make sure I have... oh, that Uzi reloads quick. Might stick with the Uzi for at least a little while. I want to make sure I got reload speed more than anything else. I think the Uzi might actually be better, just because I don't have to deal with the reload speed. Put on the shield that does 1-to-1 damage. You mean the tower shield? Or the round shield? Does the round shield just flat increase my damage? Because if that's the case, that's fun. It would actually be nice if there were a couple of trinkets that... Oh, yeah. It just flatly increases your damage. The Mangosh gives you extra power. The Mangosh gives you an... Oh, yeah. Also does. I look hilarious. I think I'm part of the Foot Clan now. Yeah, so I just do consistently 10 damage now. Huh. There's gotta be something really abusable about this. Actually, I mean, this probably is the really abusable part. Like a bad 80s villain. Hell yeah. I'm like, you have to get past me to get to Master Shredder. But it turns out that I'm, like, significantly stronger. Ah. Screw it. The minigun... Okay, so, let's be honest here. Minigun is just definitively better. Main thing is the reload speed on it is crippling. Why do I ever come into this room? There's, like, 0 point to it. See, wouldn't the minigun be... bad against Niflheim? Her attacks are pretty fast. Yes and no. So the minigun is both really good against Niflheim and really, really bad. The trick is, let's see, these are all kind of bad. These are all really bad. I'll just go for the 4% crit bonus. The trick is, I'm not going to shoot Niflheim shields with the minigun. I'm going to shoot Niflheim herself with a minigun. Let's see, do we get the Dwarven Armor? Yeah, probably. I swear I had more accessories than this. I guess I didn't. Anyway, Dwarven Armor gives me an additional 5 power, so I'll take it. I'd probably be dead without the girl. I don't know. I actually haven't taken that many hits. I'd be dead from that room, yes. No, you're not French. You'll pronounce things the way you want. But the correct pronunciation of Menji? Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm out of shields. Where's the other one? Damn it. I got really distracted there. It kept... So... Oh... I think I know what happened on that one. If you go to attack... Yeah. If you attack her with 2 guns equipped, she attacks really, really fast. Like, she moves much faster than normal. And I forgot about that. I needed to have a melee weapon equipped, I believe. I'm not keeping the melee weapon, no. I'm keeping, no matter what, I'm just gonna keep, Shield Girl. She's too valuable. Avoiding 2 hits per room is just too good. Nothing else can quite compete. So what does the girl do? The little girl gives me a damage shield, blocks generally at least 2 hits, maybe more, which is really good. She's just a mobile shield generator.